In the previous videos, I have done domains of different types of functions I have explained. You go through those videos. After that, even one more video I have done about the range of the functions, how to find them. Now, this is another video to find the range of the functions. So here, before doing the preparation for JEE main, you should not stop. You should do continuously. Take it as challenge. Minimum marks you should get minimum 70. You should think about that. Minimum marks always you should think 70 minimum you should get. So you try to continue your process. You like your preparation. Don't stop that. So you believe yourself. You dream it how to get minimum 70 marks. So you follow my videos continuously, definitely I hope you can reach your target. So now, so in this problem I'm going to explain the range of the function y equal to step of x square minus step x whole square. This is step function, step x whole square. Now when they are given x belongs to 0 comma 2, x is given belongs to 0 comma 2, right? It is given 0 comma 2. So then if I split this, so 0 and 1 and 2 including these two values, right? They are given including these two values. So between 0 and s, 1 was including, right? This also they are given including this. Since step function. Suppose if we take 0 less than or x less than 1, in this case step x will be 0, right? Step x value will be 0. But if we take between 1 to 2, 1 less than or x less than 2, so I have taken between 2 1, 1 less x less than 2, including if I take this one, 1 less than 2. In this case, the step function will be only 1, right? You will get step function will be only 1 you will get, right? Between this you will get up to 2 here, between 1 to 2. They are given between 0 to 2 they are given. So at 2 means exact at 2, the function, exact at 2 the function will be, that will be 2 only, right? Suppose if we take it at 2, so at x is equal to 2, x is equal to 2 means you will get step x is equal to, it will be 2. Correct? These are the things. But at the same time, when I am talking step of x square, so when they are talking about x square, you should split the function, right? When they are talking about x square, so you should be careful here. I can write 0 to, when you are careful, you should be careful here. I should write 0 to 1, 1 to root 2, right? Root 2, root 3, consider like this, right? So this is the division. Root 2, root 3, because they are given 0 to 2, right? Root 3 to 2, I should consider root 3 to 2. I should split this when I discuss about step of x square. Correct, I should consider about this one. Root 3 to 2 I can consider. Now you can see between 0 to 1. Suppose what is the 0 less than or equal to x less than 1. So in this case what is step of x square? Correct? You take any number digit to raise the power, so 0 point something you will get. So this will be 0 only, right? Suppose you take 1 less than or equal to x less than root 2. 1 to you take up to root 2, right? What is step of x square? You think about this. Step of x square between 1 to root 2. If you take 1 to, because here we will find the common values of that later. If you take between 1 less than x less than root 2, step of x square, either 1 or 1 point something. Root 2 means 1.414, right? If it 1 point something, it will come. Step of x square will be 1 only. Correct. Between 1 to root 2 also, the value will be 1. Suppose you think between root 2 to root 3. Root 2 less than or equal to x less than root 3. So what is step of x square? When it is root 2, it will be 2, right? It will come to step of x square is 2. Correct. Between, you start with whatever it may be. You can double that. Always this value square of this will come 2. Root, you can take root 3 less than or equal to x less than, if we take this one, root 3 less than or equal to x less than, I can take it 2. So in this case, step of x square will be equal to, this will come 3. So these are the possible values. We will get 0, 1, 2, 3. So here in this case 0, 1, 2 we got it. Again square of this, right? I should find the values. Finally, what can I conclude now? When I am taking the y value, so y value is equal to step of x square minus step x whole square, right? This is step x whole square. So this value you can think. So when if you take between 0 to, you can see the values of possibility. If I take between 0 to 1. But if you take between 0 to 1, what is the value of this? Suppose y is equal to, you will get. Suppose the value 0 less than or equal to x less than 1. If you take 0 less x less than 1. If you take between 0 to 1. So 0 to 1, we know that 0 to 1, this value will be 0 and this value will be 0. So you will get the function is 0 minus 0. So 0, it will be 0, right? And y is equal to, suppose the x value you can write here 1 less than or equal to x less than root 2. Between 1 to root 2. 1 to root 2, what is this value? This is 1. This is 1. So between 1 to root 2, again step x value, you can see step x value you get 1 only. Between 1 to up to 2, 1 only. If you square it also, 1 only. It will come 1 minus 1, 0. Correct? You will get 1 minus 1, 0. This also you will get 1 minus 1, 0. The first one, 0 minus 0, 0. And this one, 1 minus 1, 0. I will got again. So y is equal to, if this one, if I take root 2 less than or equal to x less than root 3. You take this combination. If you take this, if you take this combination, if you take that combination, so you check what the value you will get. In this combination, so between root 2 to root 3, step x square is 2. Correct. Now it will come, root 2 means 1 point something to 1.732. So it will come only 1. 1 square is, you get 1 square is 1. It comes 1. Correct? It will go, the value will get only 1, right? Now, correct, the value will get only 1 here, right? Now you take between the last point, you take y is equal to, now this is the value root 3 less than or equal to x less than 2, correct? You think about this, root 3 less than x less than root 2. So in this case, the value of x square is 3. So you will get 3 minus, you take again root 3 to 1.732 up to 2. Again you will get it 1 only. It will come 2. Correct? The value it will come 2, right? Now suppose when x is equal to 2. When x is equal to 2, step x is equal to 2. Correct? When x is equal to step x is equal to 2. When x is equal to 2, you will get that one. You can see that when x is equal to, what is the value of the function, you can check that. When x is equal to what it comes. If we see when x is equal to 2, step x is equal to 2. So even when x is, if we take when x is equal to 2 here, when x is equal to 2, step of 2 square, right? X square means you will get step of 4, it will be 4, right? So in this case, when x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4 minus 2, it will be 2, right? When x is equal to 2. So finally you can see, correct, step of x is equal to 4, integer, 4 only it will come. So in this case 2 it will come. Oh, this one actually, see, this is 2 sum of x whole square, right? So 2 square, so this will be 0, right? This also will get 0, right? This will be 0 when x is equal to 2. Correct? When x is equal to, this will be 0. You try to observe, when x is equal to, that value will be 0. So finally here your answer is, always you see the output is 0, 1, 2. Your answer is the set of 0, 1, 2. To understand I have given all this, but when you are doing directly in the entrance point of view, so this is enough to take. Correct, that will be enough to take. So I have given to understand the concept of this range of the function y equal to step of x square minus step x whole square. X belongs to 0, 2. So I try to understand here. Only to understand only I have done this much separately. Otherwise, once you have understood this, directly you can do only this part is enough. Only if you think about this one is enough. This will be enough to decide your answer. This and this will be enough. Your answer is 0, 1, 2. Set of 0, 1, 2 is your answer. That will be enough. Now I will explain the next problem. Now in this problem, they are asking range of the function y equal to x minus step x by 1 minus step x plus x. This is step function. But remember, x minus step x is fractional part of x. So this one can write fractional part of x by 1 plus fractional part of x. Here also you see x minus step x, difference, right? x minus the fraction part of x. Denominator same term x minus of x, fraction part of x. This we got y equal to fraction part of x. Correct. Fractional part of x by, this is simple fractional part of x by 1 plus fractional part of x. Now we do cross multiplication. Y plus will get fraction part of x into y equal to fractional part of x. Now you can see here, if I transfer that side, y is equal to, if I transfer that side, I can take fractional part of x common, you will get 1 minus y into fractional part of x, right? So you will get fraction part of x is equal to, see the value of this is equal to y by 1 minus y. But we know fraction part of x may be 0 or between 0 and 1. Fraction part of x. This value you remember between 0 and 0, correct? So always you remember 0 less than or equal to fraction part of x less than 1, correct? This is the between. So that means you will get 0 less than or equal to y by 1 minus y less than 1. Correct? You will remember this one. You will get between y by 1 minus y less than 1. See, in this case, suppose you take two categories. Clearly, this fraction is positive. Note, this is positive value. So this is positive value, right? Since this is positive value, because fraction part that this is positive value, you take 0 less than or equal to y by 1 minus y, one case, another one y by 1 minus y less than 1. Think about this one. Correct. So if we take this one cross multiplication, you get 0 less than or equal to y. Correct? 0 less than or equal to it will come. So in this case, you receive positive value y less than 1 minus y, 2y less than 1, y less than 1 by 2. So 0 less than or equal to y less than 1 by 2. So that means your answer is here 0 less than or equal to y less than 1 by 2. So including 0, excluding 1 by 2. So your answer is including 0, excluding 1 by 2. Option B. That is your answer here. It's a very good question. Just observe this question is good here. Think about how to solve this type of problems. I will do the next problem. So this is a very simple problem, logical problem. Just you can observe here. Range of the function f of sine of pi into step of x square plus 1 by x power 4 plus 1. This is step function. So it gives an integer, right? It gives an integer. It gives integer, right? It gives integer, right? Step function gives integer, correct? It gives an integer. So we know that for every integer into pi, so sin n pi 0 always, right? Always remember, sin n pi always 0, correct? When n belongs to z, right? N belongs to z, this n sin n pi equal to 0, right? So this will be integer. Integer into pi always 0. 0 by something 0. So the function will be 0, right? Here f of x equal to 0. For all x, correct? Whatever the x, for all x it will be 0. So for all x, correct? For all x belongs to R, it will be 0. I can consider the domain is here, the domain is R. For whatever the x, f of x equal to 0 only. So the range of the function singleton 0. Simple problem. Just see the logic, then you will observe here. It gives integer. So sin n pi equal to 0 where n belongs to z, this will be integer. Always 0. So yeah, now see in this problem I am going to explain the range of the function y equal to sin inverse step of x square plus 1 by 2 plus cos inverse step of x square minus 1 by 2. These two are step functions. Keep in our mind. Now they are asking which of the option is right. Now we can see here when I am talking about this one sin inverse. So this value we know the domain of sin inverse x, or the value sin x lies between minus 1 and 1, right? So this value minus 1 less than or equal to x square plus 1 by 2 step of this less than or equal to 1, correct? If you remove the step value, this value will be lies between minus 1 less than or equal to x square plus 1 by 2 less than 2, correct? The value lies between minus 1 to 2 I can consider. If I add 1 by 2, so I should remove minus 1 by 2 means add minus 1 by 2, sorry, add minus 1 by 2, if I add minus 1 by 2, it will come minus 1 by 2 plus the x square less than or equal to minus 1 by 2 plus 2. So this will become minus 3 by 2 less than or equal to x square less than, you will get 3 by 2. Correct? You will get 3 by 2, right? So lies between these two. But we know x square is always positive. I consider only positive quantity from this. I can conclude 0 less than or equal to x square less than 3 by 2. I can conclude this, right? Only related to this. So now you can think about the same way. You can think about this value. When I'm talking about this value, you can see same way. Minus 1 less than or equal to x square minus 1 would step off less than or equal to 1. So again this value minus 1 less than the same thing. Step for this is step function, right? Like my lies between minus 1 and 1. Up to left of 2 also it will be 1 only. So I can write x square minus 1 by 2 less than 2. Correct? Now add 1 by 2. Minus 1 plus 1 by 2. Then I can eliminate minus 1 by 2. 2 plus 1 by 2, right? So this will become here. You can check here. Minus 2 plus 1. You will get this one. You're adding 1 by 2, right? So then you will get minus 1 by 2 less than or equal to x square less than or equal to 5 by 2. Here also same thing. 0 less than or equal to x square less than 5 by 2. It should not be, it never be negative. So combining these two, if we combining these two, correct, you combine this and this. If we combine this and this, I can write 0 less than or equal to x square less than 3 by 2. I should take the common domain of this, right? I am talking about x square. Common domain of these two is 0 less than or x square less than 3 by 2. Because this is 1.4, this is 2.4. Common value will be only this one. So at this value, you should check what is the function value. So if you take the function value, I can check 0 less than or equal to x square, because up to I can consider 1 by 2, right? Two ways I can consider 0 less than or equal to x square less than or x square less than 1 by 2. This one. If I consider 0 less than or equal to x square less than 1 by 2, if I take in this, when it is like this, you take the function value y is equal to, you will get sine inverse of, so whenever x square lies between 0 and 1 by 2, it will come sine inverse of this one 0, right? Why? Because you will get the value will be 1 by 2. Here you will get 0. 0 plus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. 1 by 2, 0 0.5. Step of 0 0.5 will be 0 plus, you can see cos inverse of, because the value of x square lies between 0 and 1 by 2 means the value, the value again is 0, here minus 1 by 2 minus 0 0.5. Step of minus 0 0.5 is minus 1. So cos inverse of minus 1. Sin inverse of 0, 0, cos inverse of 1. Cos inverse of minus 1 is pi, it gives pi, right? Same we can think like 1 by 2 less than or equal to x square less than, we have the option up to 3 by 2. So in this case, y is equal to, you will get sine inverse of, you are getting between 1 by 2 to 3 by 2. That means if you take 1 by 2 this value, it will be 1, sine inverse of 1, plus this will be cos inverse of 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, 0. So it will come cosine inverse 1 pi by 2, cos inverse 0 pi by 2, it will be equal to pi. So we got the range is equal to pi only. Only both the cases we got pi only. So the range is equal to singleton element, singleton. So answer is singleton pi. That will be your answer. Now I will explain the. Now in this problem, they are asking range of the function log of 3x square minus 4x plus 5 base e. Now you can check here, logarithm exists for only positive numbers, so this should be positive, correct? So clearly we know that 3x square minus 4x plus 5 should be greater than 0. So because to find the range, better to know the domain also. So you can see here where it is positive here, you can take it, this is 3 common, x square minus 4 by 3x plus 5 by 3. This is greater than 0. If I take this one, 3 into, you can see this one, make it a perfect square form. I can write x, because I can write here x into, I can write this is 2 by 3 whole square plus 5 by 3 minus 4 by 9. You added b square, right? Subtract minus b square. So you will get 5 by 3 minus 4 by 9. It gives 11 by 9. So clearly this is positive for all x belongs to R, right? That means domain equal to R, right? Or all real numbers. Domain is equal to R. That we can decide here. So is there any other way? Yes, other way also is there. I can decide this one is a quadratic. expression upward parabola, coefficient of x square is positive. Check the discriminant is negative. Since the discriminant is negative, parabola is upward parabola above x-axis. For every value of x, this gives positive. That was you can decide domain is equal to R. Now coming to discuss about the range of this function. So our let it be y is equal to this one, y is equal to log of 3x square minus 4x plus 5 base e. So e power y is equal to 3x square minus 4x plus 5. So you can convert 3x square minus 4x plus 5 minus e power y equal to 0. It's a quadratic equation in terms of x. But we know that x belongs to R. X is a real number. Since x belongs to R, discriminant greater than or equal to 0, right? Since x belongs to R, this greater than or equal to, or the discriminant greater than or equal to 0. Now you can check here. The discriminant is this one, b square, 16 minus 4ac, 3 into 5 minus e power y greater than or equal to 0, b square minus 4ac. Just you can consider b square minus 4ac. Then we can simplify here. This will become 16 minus 60 plus you will get 12 e power y greater than or equal to 0. So this will come 16 minus 60. It will come 44. So it will 12 e power y greater than or equal to 44. Right? E power y greater than or equal to 44 by 12. Correct? You can check here. When you are talking about this one, e power y greater than or equal to, you can, this one 11 by 3. Correct? 11 by 3. I want y value. Apply logarithm. If I apply logarithm, y greater than or equal to log 11 by 3 base e. Y value more than this. So I can decide the range is equal to, log 11 by 3 base e to infinity, including this, right? Up to infinity, log of 11 by 3 base e up to infinity. So this is your option, right? So second option is your answer. Now I will explain one more model. Now see here, there are some point range of these two. Both are quadratic. When both are quadratic, just remember, so the upward parabola, positive coefficient. For coefficient of x is negative, downward parabola. So for upward parabola means you will get minimum value. Downward parabola get maximum value. So we have two different methods. One is algebraic method and one is a differentiation method. So I will explain both the ways you can try to understand. If I take this one, try to make it perfect square. This one I can write x plus 1 whole square plus 3 I can write, correct? Definitely this you can observe here, x plus 1 whole square greater than or equal to 0. Add 3. X plus 1 whole square plus 3 greater than or equal to plus 3. So this is f of x greater than or equal to 3. That means minimum value 3, maximum value up to infinity. So I can write here range is equal to, I can write 3 comma infinity including this. Correct? We will get 3 comma infinity. The value will be 3 comma infinity. It starts, the parabola will upward parabola. The value will be 3 comma infinity. No doubt in that. You will get like this. Because here you can see x plus 2x plus 4. The thing is here, you will get whatever the discriminant of b square minus 4 is 16. Negative upward parabola will be above x-axis more than 3. 3 comma infinity. If you do this one, even I can explain perfect square method or I can do differentiation method. If you do differentiation method, I will tell you both the method. I am telling that method also try to learn. If you find f dash of x, this will come minus 2x. Correct? So 1 minus 2x. So f dash x equal to 0. It becomes x is, if it is equal to 0, you will get x is equal to, you will get 1 by 2. So this function has, you can see maximum at x equal to 1 by 2. Maximum. Even if I find second derivative, you will get minus 2. If you use second derivative test, minus 2 maximum will get. Even I can check here. When I got x equal to 1 by 2, I told this is downward parabola. This is downward parabola. Definitely this function has maximum value. Minimum value doesn't exist. So you can when x equal to 1 by 2, you can check here f of 1 by 2. Substitute 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4. So 5 by 4. I don't know this one, 1 by 2, 5 by 4 means you will get roughly the parabola will be like this. So this is, you can see, this is 1 by 2, this is 5 by 4. 5 by 4. So that means therefore 1 by 2. So the value of the function will be less than this function. I can decide here. I can decide about this function will be f of x. You see, this is 5 by 4. You will get here this value less than or equal to 5 by 4. Going on decreasing, maximum value of the function is 5 by 4 at 1 by 2. So I can decide now range is equal to minus infinity to 5 by 4 including. This will be the range here. So you can use differentiation method, you can do this way also. This also you can decide. So here, suppose if you use the second derivative test, double derivative minus 2. When second derivative test, when second derivative is negative means the function has maximum at that point. That also you can check. Either this method or that method, any one of the method you can find it to find the range of quadratic expressions. Okay, fine. Now we will do next problem. Now in this problem, y equal to 3 sine of root of pi square by 16 minus x square. To define y, pi square by 16 minus x square should be greater than or equal to 0. Multiply with the negative. X square minus 5 by 4 whole square greater than or equal to 0, right? A square minus b square. X plus 5 by 4 into x minus 5 by 4 greater than or equal to 0, right? Sorry, when you multiply with the negative, this will become less than or equal to 0. You should be careful. Correct? Less than or equal to 0. That means x value lies between these two. That means you will get minus 5 by 4 less than x less than or equal to 5 by 4. But here, I want root of this, right? So here, instead of that, you can remember here. And also, sin x is an increasing function in the limits. I can write pi square by 16 minus x square belongs to, you will get 0 to pi by 4. Close interval. Since this value lies between these two, but square root of this positive square root lies between only 0 to pi by 4. It is an increasing function. Sin x is an increasing function in the interval 0 to pi by 4. Remember, sin theta is an increasing function in the interval. You remember, sin theta is an increasing function, right? Increasing function. Sin theta is an increasing function, correct? Where theta belongs to 0 comma pi by 4. It is an increasing function, right? Sin theta is an increasing function where theta belongs to 0 comma pi by 4. To understand, I have given this one. Sin theta is an increasing function where theta belongs to 0 comma pi by 4. So let it be this is theta belongs to this. It is an increasing function. So it is an increasing function which I can write here. So you can observe here 0 less than or equal to root of pi square by 16 minus x square less than or equal to pi by 4. This belongs to, in between, including these two. Apply sign here, sign 0. So sign of root of pi square by 16 minus x square less than or equal to sin pi by 4. Sin 0, 0. Sign of root of pi square by 16 minus x square. Sin 45, 1 by root 2. But I want 3 times of this. Multiply with 3, then you will get 0 less than or equal to 3 into sin of pi square by 16 minus x square less than or equal to 3 by root 2. So now I can write here 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 3 by root 2, right? So you will get 3 by root 2. That means you will get y belongs to close to 0 comma 3 by root 2. Your answer is first option, including both the values, right? This is your answer. Now I will do the next problem. So in this problem, range of the function y equal to x square 1 plus x square, y equal to sin inverse x square 1 plus x square. If we understood this, automatically we can do that. So think about this one. When I am talking about this one, x square 1 plus x square clearly positive for every value of x. So domain is equal to clearly x belongs to R, right? Domain is equal to R here. So clearly we can mention domain is equal to R. What about this one? You can see here, when x equals it will be 0, right? Definitely y greater than or equal to 0, no doubt. For all x belongs to R, right? So definitely it's positive, greater than or equal to 0. When x equal to 0, this will be 0. Otherwise, greater than or equal to 0. Now, Up to what value I can consider? So you can think this one. Can I write this one? Y is equal to x square by 1 plus x square. Add 1 minus 1 by 1 plus x square. Just add 1, subtract 1. You can split this by this. 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square minus 1 by 1 plus x square. This is 1. 1 minus 1 by 1 plus x square. See here, you can observe here the value of I less than 1. You are subtracting some positive value from 1. That means this value less than 1. But we know greater than or equal to 0. Correct? From here you can see here. From this statement and here I got y less than 1. From these two statements I can decide. This is let it be 1. This is 2. You can think from 1 and 2. You can decide from 1 and 2. I can decide here 0 less than or equal to y less than 1. Y less than 1. Then what is the meaning of range of this will be? So range is equal to, I can consider here including 0, excluding 1. This will be the range of this. Range is equal to closed interval 0 and comma 1 open interval, this one 0. This will be the range of this. Correct. Now to solve this problem, this is required data, right? You can see here sine inverse. This is the range of y I should want. So from this, but we know this value lies between minus 1 and that we know. But here, since it's positive, clearly we will take it from 0 to 1. That is okay. Now here, can I write sine y is equal to x square by 1 plus x square? Correct? Sine y is equal to this, but we know that x square by 1 plus x square lies between 0 and 1, right? So look into this previous problem. So I can mention here. So this one I have discussed here, right? So I can write 0 less than or equal to sine y less than 1. Look into this problem. So what is y here? This is y. So you had sine y. So here sine y means this value, right? So this entire value lies between 0 and 1 including 0. I have taken like this, right? So then you can see here the value of this. This is sine 0, this is sine 90. Sine 0 less than or equal to sine y less than sine 90. Correct. When angle is increasing, value is increasing in the case of sine. So here, what about y value now? I can write 0 less than or equal to y less than pi by 2. So y belongs to 0 comma pi but including 0. So excluding pi. So this will be the range here. Range is equal to 0 comma pi by 2. Left close, right open. So this will be range here. Range is equal to right and right. Range is equal to 0 comma pi by 2, right? Like this I can do this. Now at another 2-3 problems I will complete. Now in this problem, range of the function y equal to x square minus 1 by x minus 1, x not equal to 1. Observe here. Here think about the domain here also. What is the domain of this? So when they are talking about domain, so here x should not be equal to 1. Even x not is equal to 1 is given, right? Otherwise at x should not define. So domain is equal to, clearly we know that r minus singleton 1. I can't take it 1 here, right? So x not equal to 1 means you can take it any value of x except 1. Domain r minus 1. Suppose if I simplify this, y is equal to x plus 1 into x minus 1 by x minus 1. It's correct. Then again x plus 1 it comes. Correct. But when x not equal to 1, we know that. So x not equal to 1. So definitely y value should not be 1 plus 1, 2, right? When x equal to 1, y is equal to 2. But x not equal to 1, y should not be 2. So we can take it any value of y but except 2. So I can write range is equal to r minus except 2. That will be your range of this function. Now, the next problem. Now in this problem, it's getting two quadratic expressions, right? X square minus 3x plus 2x square plus x minus 6. But you can think here, when I'm talking about the domain of this should not be equal to 0, right? X square plus x minus 6 should not be equal to 0. So you will get x plus 3 into x minus 2 should not be equal to 0. X should not be equal to minus 3 comma 2, right? X should not be equal to these two values. So you can think about domain now. I can think. So domain is equal to r minus, you get my set of minus 3 comma 2. These are the two values, right? I can consider except these two values. Correct? This is the domain of this. Now coming to the range, let it be y is equal to, you do cross multiplication. If you do cross multiplication, yx square plus yx minus 6y which is equal to x square minus 3x plus 2, right? Just you think, just I have taken is equal to y to cross multiply, transfer one side. I will get y minus 1 x square if I transfer this side. If I transfer this one, you will get y plus 3 into x minus 6y minus 2 equal to 0, right? Equal to 0. I got quadratic equation, but we know the roots are real except minus 3 comma, the roots are real. So I can write here, since x belongs to roots are real. Since roots are real, the discriminant greater than or equal to 0. So what is the discriminant here? Y plus 3 whole square, 4a into y minus 1 into c means you will get minus of minus plus 6y plus 2. Right? Greater than or equal to 0. Correct. Minus 6y minus 5, taking minus common. Correct. B square minus 4ac. So if I expand this one, y square plus 6y plus 9, 4 into 6y square plus 2y minus 6y minus 2 greater than or equal to 0. Simplify. Y square plus 6y plus 9, 24y square. You will get this 2y minus 6y minus 4y plus, you will get minus 16y. You will get minus 8 greater than or equal to 0. Just to simplify. Now 25y square, you get 6y minus x, you will get minus 10y. 9 minus 8 plus 1 greater than or equal to 0. Look into this equation. This is perfect square. How? Because I can write this one 5y minus 1 whole square greater than or equal to 0. So this is true for every value of y. It is true for every value of, right? So it is true for, correct, it is true for y belongs to R, right? For every value of y belongs to R. It is true for y belongs to R. It is true for y belongs to R. So that means here, here I can write the range is equal to minus infinity comma infinity. Clearly this is our range. It is true for every value of y. That will be our range. Correct. Now, I will do one more simple problem. With that, I will conclude this session. The range of the function a cos theta plus b sin theta plus c. They are given like this. Find the range of the function a cos theta plus b sin theta plus c. When they are given like this, just one formula is there. Remember that you can do it. But the condition, the angle should be same. So in this case, I can write minimum value of this. Minimum value of this expression is, I can write always c minus root of a square plus b square. Maximum value equal to c plus root of a square plus b square. So range is equal to, I can write closed interval c minus root of a square plus b square, c plus root of a square plus b square. Should we remember, the theta should be same. Is the function, range of the function, minimum value, max value, you can write this way. So this is easy way to write this. Even you can use application derivatives, but when the angles are same, sometimes if they give different angle, you can convert. Same angle you can convert, then you can apply this formula. Easily you can find minimum value, max value of this function. So here I tried my level best to cover all the problems of, tried all the models to find the range of the function, different types of functions I tried here. In the previous video I explained few problems. Now in this video maximum I covered all the problems. All the problems which are the like models which is required I covered here. So better you follow these videos, learn how to find the range of the functions. I covered all different types of models I have done here. Now always you can always remember your target. Minimum 70 marks you should get. Minimum 70 you should get. Always you should dream that about 70 marks. You should think, you should dream it, you should achieve that. So follow my videos frequently, and even you can give valuable suggestions in the comment box. You can suggest me whichever you want the videos. We want to clarify any particular area videos you want. I will do that, definitely I will do that. So now if you like my videos, you can subscribe and you can support me. So I'm expecting more support from you. Subscribe and support me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.